Oh my God, how is it almost February already? The month of love is here. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kara. If you are new here, it is great to have you here. Welcome to today's February reset, bookish reset. I'm basically going to be doing a compilation of various bookish things in this video, and I wanted to take you all along for the ride. So today is only January 19th, but I'm going to be out of town for the next few weekends, so I kind of had to film this video earlier. However, I am feeling quite prepared for February already. So as far as the structure of this video goes, I'm going to be taking you through 3 parts. First of all, I'm going to be updating my Notion template. If you did not know, I do an entire Notion template of how to track my reading every single year. I update it every single year and release it for people to purchase. If you are interested in checking out this template or this video, you can look at the link down below. The second part of the video, I'm going to be taking you through a little mini book haul, and then we're going to be finishing off with a TBR for February. So that's the plan of the video. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is taking you through my Notion template, updating my bookish endeavors, my bookish goals, making sure I'm staying on track with my goals. And one thing that I like to do throughout the year to make sure that I'm staying track of my goals and also rewarding myself for completing my goals is to treat myself. And that's where we're bringing in today's sponsor. Yes, we are sponsored in today's video, Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa so kindly reached out to me and sent me a few pieces of their jewelry, but I must say, I have been a loyal Ana Luisa customer for years, okay? They have some of the best earrings ever, and as a person who has multiple piercings, okay, literally all of these are Ana Luisa that you're seeing right now. They sent me these pearl ones, but I purchased all the rest of these on my ear. The other thing that is amazing about this company and why I stick with them is because they are both hypoallergenic and water resistant, okay? These earrings right here, these little gold hoops, this one and then this one in my cartilage here, I never take those out. I never take those out. I shower with them. I wear them at work. I've literally not taken them out for over 6 months at this point. I wear them in the shower and they are still bright as gold as the first day I got them. They've never broken me out at all, and I honestly stand by them so much. They also sent me this little K. I've always wanted a little K necklace. The other reason I stand by Ana Luisa so much and why you should definitely check them out is because they have an incredible return policy. These huggy hoops here, these gold ones that I showed you before, I had a pair of them for over a year. And again, like I said, I wear them all the time, but one of the clasps was not clasping super well, and I accidentally lost it at work. I work in the medical field. I'm putting masks on all day. I'm putting eye protection on all day, and it just fell off and I lost it. But a year later, I emailed the company and said, hey, I lost this earring 6 months ago because the clasp was broken, and they sent me a new pair of earrings right away. So I firmly stand by Ana Luisa. Cannot express enough how much I love this jewelry company. They're my everyday jewelry company, hands down, and they are affordable. And using the link in my description, you can get up to 25% off right now. So please check them out. I absolutely love them, totally stand by them. Would not be including them as a sponsor if I personally did not love this company. So that is my stamp of approval. Please check Ana Luisa out in the description below, and let's get into the reset. First thing that I'm gonna do before I update my Notion template is I'm gonna go make some tea, okay? It is about 5 p.m. right now, and I am just I need a little warm, cozy hug. So let's go make some tea, and then we'll get into the Notion template. See you there. First thing that I want to do in terms of resetting, doing a bookish reset, is making sure that my library template is up to date. So I am going to go through and update the currently reading, things I have finished, and then I'm not going to put in my TBR yet because obviously I want to tell you what it is before you just see what my TBR is. First thing I'm going to do is update my currently reading. So I am reading another book right now. I'm just the chronic in the middle of 4 different books at one time. So currently I'm reading Fourth Wing. We're also reading Sword of Kaigan. I'm also reading Mistborn on audio. Okay, I got my currently reading updated. So next thing I'm gonna do is check in on my goals. We are already behind on my 50-year reading goal, okay? Okay. And also behind on that one. Cool. And also behind on that one. Cool. Okay, good little check-in there, just to know where I'm at in terms of my reading. We're winning. We're doing great, sweetie. Next thing I'm gonna do is just update this little bookish reminders. I'm gonna actually make this anticipated releases. And I wanna just put down a couple anticipated releases that I wanna keep track of this year. Oh my gosh, Alchemized, Senlin Yu, obviously Onyx Storm. Honestly, those are the top ones I can think of off the top of my head. That is the Notion template updated. Once I'm done with this video, I'm going to go back and update my monthly TBR and then also input the books that I have recently bought it in the spending tracker. So yeah, we got that done. Okay, I thought it would be fun to do a little change of scenery in this video, so I did. Let's get into the little mini book haul. I have like 7 books here that I want to talk about. And honestly, a lot of these are some that Reed has picked up over the last month or so. Reed is my partner, my husband, FYI, if you were not aware. However, I'm very intrigued into reading these now because he just raves about these books, okay? But the first one is a joint Kara and Reed book, and I'm so excited. You guys, we got the leather bounds of Words of Radiance. Honestly, I feel like I can't even touch these without washing my hands because they are such prized possessions. Okay, just, are you even serious right now? Is this even real life? Are these a complete splurge? Absolutely. Both Reed and I are huge Sanderson fans, if you weren't aware. And this is just like, we wanted to, period. Okay, we wanted to. Okay, let me show you the first one. So this is volume 1. Oh, they are just, oh my gosh. And the gold, like, just wait till you see the art. My man, Cal. That's the cover of Words of Radiance. Look at this. Oh my God, Shalon. There's so many different art styles in this as well. Like, oh my gosh. If you just page through the entire book, there's so many different like fan art styles that have been officially printed. Like there's the world. I don't even know what these are called. The chapter headers. Reed and I, when we got these books, we literally sat on our couch and just looked at these for like an hour, literally just like passing the books back and forth, paging through the various artwork, all of it. And also I believe, yeah, and it's signed too. Oh my God. Wait, look, Kaladin and Syl. Oh, like, are you serious? Okay, that was only the first volume. I don't want to show you too much in the second volume because obviously there's going to be spoilers and stuff, but like, oh my God. Like, look at that. Gorgine. Okay, we're not going to show any of the rest because then they're just spoilers. So that is the first one and the one I was the most excited about. We have a handful of Sanderson's leatherbacks. As someone who is like fully enveloped in the Cosmere and the Sanderson world, like these are just prized possessions. Like I don't know. It's just part of being someone who loves books and who loves special editions of books. Like you get it. I know you get it. Okay, now we're moving on to the normal books, but the first one is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. You may be wondering why. What? Let me explain, okay? Every year at my family Christmas, my cousin's husband puts out a question to the family of what was the most impactful media that you consumed this year, whether it's a book, magazine, podcast, movie, concert, anything like that. And his most impactful piece of media he consumed this year was East of Eden. He read this for a book club and he said this book like literally changed his life. And this has been a book that I have wanted to read for years. I don't even know what it's about. I just remember that I was in an AP Lit class when I was in high school and we were asked to read this book. However, I made it 2 days into the AP Lit class and realized I don't think this class is for me, and I ended up switching to a different class. But I wanted to read this book back then. I just feel like I'm entering a stage where it's like there's so many books that I want to read before I die, and I feel like this was like kind of on that list for me. So my local bookstore was having a sale and I just picked this up. So this is the first one. Next book on this list is Creation Lake by Rachel Kushner. This is a book that Reed picked out. He has been super into literary fiction lately, and he was really into the list of this year's Booker Prize, and this one made the short list for the Booker Prize. From what I gather from reading the little end page synopsis is that it's a very fast-paced book, sounds like it's very plot-driven, and it is about a secret agent who is sent to do some dirty work in France, and that's really all I got from it. It has incredible blurbs on the back, like that all is blurbs, and it has great reviews, and I don't know, Reed was just really, really interested in reading this. He's just been in his literary fiction era lately, and he has been loving reading some of these prize-worthy books, so yeah, he wanted to read it. Next one is one that Reed is also reading right now. However, I am extremely interested in reading this book too, and that is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. This is Susanna Clarke's magnum opus. She spent 10 years researching and writing this book, and all I know about it from what Reed has told me is that this is a book about people who can see fairies. It sounds like it's magical realism, where some people can see fairies, but other people can't see fairies. And I don't really know, to be honest with you, but of anything that has made me intrigued in this book is what Reed says about it. He says that the writing in this book is incredible. He is obsessed with the way that Susanna Clarke puts together sentences, uses language to her advantage. He says the prose is just stunning and beautiful, and he can really tell that there was so much thought put into this book. I have read Piranesi by Susanna Clarke and absolutely loved it. I thought it was an incredible book. I read it in one sitting, and I thought the concept was so unique, but this was her first book, and I really do feel like this is her magnum opus of a book. After hearing Reed's reviews about this, I am very, very intrigued. I feel like this book has been on my radar, and a lot of people have really, really loved it and raved about it, but I never really was super interested in it until Reed started reading it. We also got this on audio as well because it's 700 pages long or 1,000 pages long or whatever it is, so it's just way easier to listen to it on audio. Reed said the audiobook is amazing as well, so this is definitely on my TBR. And the last book that I am so excited about, I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't even talked about this book yet, but it's Quicksilver by Callie Hart. You guys, this is also on my February TBR, okay? I am so excited to talk about this. So I got a Barnes & Noble gift card from Christmas. Shout out Rachel from Raven-Haired Reader. And I decided to get one of her favorite fantasy romance books from last year, which is Quicksilver. I feel like every single human being, booktuber, fantasy romance booktuber, book talker, book Instagrammer, anything in the book social media universe has been raving about Quicksilver over the last year. And you know what? I've been wanting to read it, and I was going to read it on KU, but then I went to Barnes & Noble and I was just browsing. And obviously I picked it up. You can see the little teardrop in his eye. Yep. I thought that was unique. It's definitely metallic. I have no idea what this is about. Legitimately zero. Let's read. A girl's got powers, classic. She comes to face with death himself, classic. And she gets transported in between realms, love. There's fae, obsessed. Frozen mountains, check, 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 and check. Okay, that sounds like every single thing I would ever love in a book. Done. So yeah, this is the last book I'm hauling and also the first book on my February TBR. Okay, moving on to the rest of the TBR. So we have Quicksilver as numero uno. Honestly, this is the one that I am most excited to get to out of pretty much any one of these that I'm about to talk to you about. The next priority book is one that I actually do not own yet because it's not out yet, but I know for sure I'm going to be reading this in February, and that is Onyx Storm. I just have Iron Flame as a placeholder here, but I know I'm going to be reading Onyx Storm. If you were unaware, I decided to do another trilogy binge read this January, and I'm going to be reading the Empyrean series. I just started Fourth Wing yesterday, and girl, she's back into it. My goal is to read one book over the next 3 weeks. So Fourth Wing I'm going to be reading this week, Iron Flame next week, and then that leaves Onyx Storm to be read in the first week of February. So the Empyrean series, you know what? I don't even think I have to explain this one. I feel like anyone who's watching it would likely know, but essentially tropes, we got academia vibes, we got enemies to lovers, we got dragons. And that's all you need to know. And competition. Done. Period. Done. Oh my gosh. Now that I'm getting back into Fourth Wing right now, she is back. She she is back. These books are like candy to me. I swear to God, I don't know what is in these pages, but I'm literally addicted to it. Okay. Next top priority book. So we got Quicksilver, honestly, number 1 priority. Number 2 is Onyx Storm. Number 3, we're getting back. We are going back into the Throne of Glass series. Queen of Shadows. My goal is to finish this reread finally so I can get to Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. I have previously read Queen of Shadows before, but I decided to do an entire reread of the first 4 books in the series before I got to Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. Now, can I have a show of hands? Who votes tandem read? Who votes not tandem read? I feel like I have such split opinions on what I should do once I finish Queen of Shadows. Every single person that's like not on BookTube always recommends me the tandem read. Like my entire in-person book club is like, Kara, do the tandem read. My coworkers say, Kara, do the tandem read. And then all of my BookTube friends and like other people I see on BookTube are like, do not do the tandem read. Please, can I get a show of hands of what I should do? Like I have no idea how I should read both Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms. The argument is that Tower of Dawn can be really slow, and something apparently happens at the end of Empire Storms that makes you want to go right into Kingdom of Ash and not have to like go back and read Tower of Dawn. So I don't know. I'm honestly feel a little bit more pulled to do the tandem read because like everyone who does it says that they wouldn't have wanted to go back and read Tower of Dawn after reading Empire of Storms. So I don't know. Jury's out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm definitely going to be doing a fangirl reading vlog of both of those books. But before I get to that, I gotta read Queen of Shadows. I know I'm gonna be listening to this on audio, so I feel like this one is going to be a great option when I am reading Onyx Storm and Quicksilver as physicals. So this is definitely top priority as well for next month. Next book that I plan to get to in February, honestly, you guys, part of me wants to get to this one and part of me doesn't. My in-person book club picked this for our February read, and TBH, I'm not super excited about it, but I'm gonna read it anyway. It is Variation by Rebecca Yarros. I think this is her most recent contemporary romance release. Girl, if I know anything about me, it's that I'm not a contemporary romance reader. Like, honestly, and especially, I don't think I am one for Rebecca Yarros contemporary romance. Like when I started reading Fourth Wing again yesterday, like, genuinely, there are so many problems with that book. But, like, I feel like Fourth Wing is an exception to Rebecca Yarros. Deep down, I really don't have an interest in reading any of her Blacklist, but everyone in my book club wanted to read it. I don't even know what this is about, you guys. It's a contemporary romance about someone who is coming back from the Coast Guard and... oh, dude, I don't know if I can do this one. Reviews completely mixed. Basically, it sounds like it's a Coast Guard romance. The main male love interest is someone from the Coast Guard who's coming back and seeing the person that he left at home. I don't know, okay? I don't really want to read it. If you can't tell, that's the way I feel about that book. Okay, moving on. Next two are a lot more optional than everything that I've mentioned so far. First one is Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Has this been on no less than like 15 TBRs of mine? Yeah, it has, but here we are again. I decided that I need to start reading books that I want to read before I die because you never know. Okay, not to get morbid, but like you never know. Like what if there was a time that came and then I couldn't read the books that I had been wanting to read, and this one's on that list, okay? This is on the books to read before I die list, and I need to get to it, okay? It needs to happen. This book has been on my TBR for like no less than 5 years. What is taking me so long? And it's literally like 300 pages. Like, it's not like this book is gonna take me that long to read. I feel like, again, this is a book that I don't have to explain because it's like a BookTube darling, but essentially it's a retelling about Achilles, and it's LGBTQ rep and Greek mythology retelling. It sounds amazing. People cry in it, and I feel like I just kind of want to go to cry. Like, part of me wants to just cry in February. Don't know why, but that's what I want to do. Okay, this one's definitely more of like a want to read situation, but I would really like to get to this as soon as I possibly can. And then last one that I really want to get to is Project Hail Mary on audio. Yes, 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 yes. I have previously read Project Hail Mary before physically, but I've never read it on audio. I got the audiobook a while ago, and I just watched Interstellar 2 days ago, and I just love a space story. I love a space story. Interstellar is one of my favorite movies of all time, and when I was watching it, I was just like, I gotta read Project Hail Mary again. Like, it was just ticking in the back of my brain, like, you need to listen to that book on audio because everyone raves about the audiobook. I know that the narrator is really great, but not only is the narration incredible, they also have like a bunch of like extraneous sounds to like get you into that space mode. And there is a certain part of the book where all of that becomes very relevant. So I am just super interested in listening to that book on audio. That book is just top tier. It is so good. I cannot wait for Andy Weir to release another book. I love space stories so much. If you don't know what Project Hail Mary is about, read it. Read it, put it on your TBR right now. It's essentially a book about a man who wakes up in space and has no idea why he is there and has to figure out a way to either A, figure out why he's there, and B, figure out how to get back to Earth. It is phenomenal. It is so good. That is one of the greatest books of our modern day, I swear to God. And as someone who is obsessed with space lore, anything that has to do with space, that is an absolute must read. So I would love to give it a reread and listen to it on audio this time and enjoy that audio experience. So all in all, that is my February reset. Now, I didn't get to one thing in this video that I would in any other typical reset, and that is reviewing my goals and doing like goal planning for the next month. But again, I still have over 10 days left of the month, and I don't really feel like I'm in a place to do that goal setting right now. Unfortunately, again, I'm going out of town for the next few weekends, so I would love to film that, but like, it's just not in the cards. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have made it this far, leave some kind of like heart emoji for February, and don't forget to check out the link down below for Ana Luisa and their jewelry. Again, fully endorse their jewelry. It is incredible. I stand by it with my whole heart and soul. Thank you, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!